Good evening, friends. Today it is a wonderful day, and it is a special one for me and for the people who are connected with the International Fabtalks. We have a fabulous person, a beautiful soul, a kind-hearted person, a person who could understand you at your level. You could be a student, you could be a colleague, you could be a friend, you could be a relative. She's wonderful when she bonds and connects with people around her. And I should thank Tanlakshmi ma'am for sharing her contact details. Thank you, Tanlakshmi ma'am. And thanks to you, ma'am, for being a wonderful person connected to my life. And my dear friends, you must be wondering as to who I'm talking about and who's the person that I'm discussing all of this about. And who's our guest and celebrity for today. She's none other than Dr. V. Nalini, a wonderful human being on this planet. Join us, friends, to welcome. Hello, ma'am, and welcome to the session.
Yes, very good afternoon and good day to everyone. Vanakkam, namaskar, namoshkar. And it's a great privilege for me to extend my thanks to Tanu Lakshmi and Andrea. Thank you, dear, for calling me in this wonderful show. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for supporting us always. Thank you so much. You're a brilliant person with a good heart, and I don't know, there's so many adjectives I could keep on giving for you. You're a wonderful That's it. 1 in a million, you could say like that. Ma'am, with your permission, I go ahead and share your profile in a brief way and we begin the session.
Sure.
Friends, it's always really a great pleasure and honor to share the profiles of our celebrities and guests. And today being our special celebrity, she is Dr. V. Nalini, a very close friend of mine. I've met recently and bonded with her over the past 6 months, 6 to 8 months. She's a wonderful human being. Rare to find. What I could say that rare to find. She doesn't expect anything in return. She just like to do it because she believes that giving more is than taking more. I don't know if being a person who always gives than gets. I feel that's the connection that I was had her sharing her space with me all these days. And you want to know what she is doing, my dear friends? Yes, she is a professor cum vice principal at Jaya College of Education, Chennai. Apart from that, there's much more to her profile. In fact, if I read her profile, it will take half an hour. It will take exactly half an hour to share her profile. I guess even more. As perceived by middle school children. And I'm skipping a lot. And during the COVID situation, she had a wonderful role to play. 19 pandemics on education of nomadic backward children, I guess, of JK, and Journal of Positive School Psychology, International Journal. She's been doing such a lot. You never know now. She has put me in an ocean. Like, I don't know what to select and what to share about it. That's it. I feel I'm lost on the Pacific Ocean. That's very true. She's a wonderful student counselor. Okay.
Just a single word, a passionate teacher. That's more than enough.
Oh, that's really nice.
Passionate teacher.
Passionate teacher. And she's also been in the department connected with internal exam as a coordinator, department conference, workshop coordinator, department staff, interview staff selection, interview panel member of Sathyabama University. And she's been an in charge at ISO, NAC, and MHRD, etc. And department for the visually challenged and special children as a counselor, an annual practical exam and department exam coordinator, B.Ed department syllabus and BOS in charge, Sathyabama University Engineering, entrance and counseling team member, helping students to accomplish their project works, assigning the projects to the students and helping them to clarify their doubts regarding the assignments, arranging educational trips for the students and maintaining a friendly relationship with them, creating opportunities for participation of students in discussion for being efficient in communication, etc. And lot more connected with Scouts and Guides camp, blood donation camps, then you can say science exhibitions maybe as well, and all of that. Also connected with public exam practical examiner. She has been that too for class 10 and 12 for various schools. That's just, I just shared just 1% of her entire profile, just a little. There's much more. Now, friends, let's get to know more about her directly from her. As she said, just put me in a very brief way. Yes, explain.
Elaborated way.
Yes, a passionate teacher, a passionate academician, person connected with children, students, And she's a magician. Let's get to know about why she has chosen this profession and why has she taken up so many projects and why she's having so many degrees to her credit, how she's able to complete all of this. Ma'am,
Yeah.
hello and welcome to the session. I think Tanlakshmi
Thank
ma'am
you. Thank
is
you.
extremely happy to see you here. It will be a surprise for her. This is a surprise gift for her. She was really behind me. Ma'am, you're taking for everyone the interview. Why don't you concentrate on alumni, ma'am? She was just like, she put in that request every time whenever she connects with me. You're missing out on Nalini, ma'am. So today's a dream come true for Tanlakshmi ma'am and me as well. Now, dear ma'am, I've shared your profile in a very brief way. We'd like to know it from you as to why you have chosen the teaching field first and then go on to the remaining questions. What made you take up this profession?
It's a miracle, So really, I want to become a scientist. I'm passionate towards science. Even my studies also. I quit engineering. I dropped the engineering, and I don't want to take the mathematics course in the BSc level. I just want to be a biologist, biological science. I passionate towards the biological science. I chose a BSc botany, MSc botany, life science, and then I joined as a research coordinator. I've taken a PhD in that life science. All of a sudden there is a drop in that. Suddenly I quit. N number of reasons behind quit from the science PhD. So just blank. Everywhere is black. Just I don't know what to do after that. Then before that, during my school days, also one of my teacher, she cursed me. Either it is a cursing or blessing that I don't know. After 20 years, only I realized she actually blessed me. So she asked me once, what you want to become after the schooling. I said I want to become a scientist. She said, no, you are going to be a teacher. You are a good teacher. You are just going to be a teacher. No, ma'am, just I want to be a scientist. As from the heart, I'm saying that, no, you are going to be a teacher. So initially, I thought it was a cursing. After 20 years, I realized after the science PhD drop, again, I don't know what to do. I just entered the very poor socioeconomic status. Children are doing a school, like a government aided school. So I joined there. I served as a teacher, science teacher for 3 years. Then the passion is buds in my heart. So I just want to be a teacher. Why I want to be a scientist? Why don't I create a scientist? Why don't I bring students to that level? So that that is a small bud. It's developed. So from that stage, I just want to be a teacher. I'm passionate towards the science and the recent technology. I impart the knowledge to the children. They won prize in the state level science exhibition. So, and then after 3 years, I applied for Sathyabama University. There I served as assistant professor in the Department of Education. So slowly my career, teacher as well as teacher educator. I promoted from teacher to the teacher educator. So that's why this is my passion. Now teaching is my passion. It's any time and anywhere to any kind of a children. If you ask me to teach, yes, teach. The entire day without any time where nothing, any environment, nothing. If you want to teach any kind of children, either that is the very low profile, downtrodden children, or else whatever will be special kind of special needs children, whoever it is, so I'm ready to teach. That's it.
Yes, that's really wonderful. And that makes you an angel. Only angels could do that, Others and all would just back off and just, I have this escapism. They wouldn't want to go into that zone. But you are being connected with all kinds of
See,
students.
now many of my children are in the field of science, engineering, medicine. So one Nalini to n number of students. That's a thing.
That's great.
Fine.
As you said, I don't want to be a scientist, but I can create a lot of scientists. I can create opportunities for students to become scientists. So one person, could generate a lot of positive energy in the lives of students, enable them to flourish and bloom. Yes. You're a great facilitator. You're a great human being, ma'am. Now, ma'am, how would you define yourself? Who is the real Nalini?
Real Nalini is like simple, very simple. I want to be a woman, always I just like to be a womanhood. We are, in Tamil poet Kavimani Vinayagam Pillai saying is, Madharai Pirapadarke Madhavam Seithidal Vendum. So once if you want to, have a birth like a woman, that is real blessings. Only if you have a blessings, then only you can that is born like a woman. So Nalini is very simple, passionate towards simple things. I love nature, always a nature loving person. And then, if you see me, like I just like a mirror. If you see me as a friend, yes, I am your friend. If you see me as an enemy, yes, I am enemy. So like multifaceted, multi-personality, like just like a mirror. If you see me goodness in me, yes, I am really good for you. Like
Brilliant, brilliant. I really like it. Very well put it. And somehow I resonate like that with you. I somehow see myself, just like a mirror. If you're good to me, I'm very good. If you're bad to me, I just cut you off. I get it. And whatever you portray, like if you're negative, even I tend to be the same. If you're positive, I'm very positive. That's the way life goes. You just cannot be too good to people who really don't value you. Yes, that's really nice.
In some place we should be assertiveness, we should be very assertive. In some place we must say no to something. We are not supposed to say yes for everything, then we couldn't. So be assertive also, yet right. Assertiveness also, yet right.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, ma'am, you being in the teaching field, you're touching and inspiring lives for more than 20 years. You're connected with students. Now, according to you, what do you think freedom is?
Freedom, like, all human beings having a right to birth and then right to have anything. So it's a freedom is up to you. Having sari, if you think that is cultural, cultural wise and heritage, and something is, cutting off you from other things, that is okay. Having a passion dress is some may wish to have a passion. Some may wish to have to be a cultural. So freedom is up to you, up to your mind. What you expect to be in the environment, in the society, So just be like you, how you want to be, how you want to live your life. That is a freedom. Freedom is within you. Don't expect rights or freedom from anyone else. We all have our own freedom, our own right. It's a birthright. It's a freedom is a birthright. So we have our own freedom. We have our own right. So live in your way. Don't expect anything from others. Enjoy your life. Whatever you want, you do in a right thing. That's a freedom.
Yes, dear. Freedom is enjoying your rights in the right way. Yes, do whatever you like, but within certain limits and, of course, in the right way. Now, dear ma'am, as it is our birthright, to be free and do the right things. Dear ma'am, how was little Nalini? Now you're an accomplished individual, you're a professional, you're inspiring so many other young children. We'd love to know about your childhood. Your students.
See, there is no difference from childhood Nalini and adult Nalini. Always like naughty. I run and do everything, and then I just always play with boys. No gender bias even from the childhood. I like all male traits. Even now, and some of my friends used to kindle me like, Nalini means all male traits. Male traits equal to Nalini. So like simple, the way how I was in the childhood, the same. Like naughty and do all the things. And if anyone say you couldn't, you are a girl, you are not supposed to do, that only I should. Even till now, if anyone say you can't, why you are saying like this? Yes, I can. I do. I try. I find the way. I find the possibilities. Maximum, I try to do. So the same. There is no much difference. Even I dance. I just jump, hop, and enjoy with my friends. Whatever. If you say no to something, definitely I'll do.
Great.
There is not much difference.
Yes. So that's really nice. If they say you can't do it, you should really prove yourself that yes, you can do it. Now, ma'am, you mentioned a few games when you were a young child, young Nalini. You play with all the boys as well and girls as well. There was no gender bias. What kind of games? Could you just share some of the games that you all played?
Kitty Pulu, Kitty Pulu. So that is very passionate. They compare this game with cricket. The pre-game for the cricket is Kitty Pulu. That I play with all the goalie. So that's our boys' games. And the cycling. In those days, cycling is very, so that cycling also, that's male cycle. I usually I take my father's cycle and I have a race with my boys' friends, no boyfriends or girlfriends, friends. And fine, whatever it is, play with roadside play. Everything I'll do. And like Palanguli, the home trend. And then in school days, I prefer Kabaddi and Coco. I am a school level player in both Kabaddi and Coco. So that's it.
Yes.
I'm not much more in sports side, but I'll do all this.
Yes, dear. Now you took your dad's cycle and you were cycling with your friends, both the boys and girls. Now, did you fall down any time, get hurt? Did you dash somebody?
Yeah. The score is a prize of my cycle learning. Initial days we all take. See, those days we didn't have the girls' cycle and then bar cycle. Only men's cycle. Cycle means for men. So obviously, so now it's like if I think back, so everything is just like a miracle. How naughty I was in the childhood. So fine.
Good. What did they call you?
Because of
Pardon,
I fall from the cycle. So here I had a scar on my left eyebrow.
Any
That's
stitches
a prize.
or something?
Yeah, stitches and everything is there. But fine. It's nothing.
Okay,
so
when you
all
fell
are,
down, what did your mom tell you? Your parents, what did they tell you?
See, always playing with boys, all do naughty things, all blah, 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 blah. Just, that's it. The next day itself, we used to do nothing. Just enjoy. Okay, so those days, no gender bias. Even now, it is more gender bias. Girls play, boys play. Girls have to do this. Boys have to do this. My parents are not that kind of parents. They allowed me to do anything. That's why I said no freedom. Freedom is up to you. So no restrictions, no demand. So I'll do. I whatever I like, I do. That's it.
Yes, dear. That's really nice, ma'am. Now, ma'am, what did they call you when you were young? Was there any pet name for you?
No pet name, but during my PG, I did my PG in Pachepas. Pachepas College is a men's college actually. Only PG courses they give an co-education basis. In that college, I usually go with cycle. They call me as Bullet Rani.
Bullet Rani. Oh.
Bullet
Rani. Okay.
Inside the college. I take the cycle inside the college. Still the classroom, I go with my cycle. So they call me many times. They stopping me in the gate. Okay, take a cycle and walk like that. I won't. They call me as a Bullet Rani.
Okay, that's really nice. That's really nice. Now, ma'am, as you talk of college, did you bunk college anytime, go for a movie or go for a picnic, something like that?
No, I'm very studious in studies. Okay, so I won't do all these things, but I'm very studious. Whatever homework that is teacher friendly students, student friendly as well as, but 75% is teacher friendly. Whatever teacher says, yes. So I won't bunk anything. But I used to jump on the wall and go for plucking the plants because we belong to the botany department. We need some precious plants for analysis purposes, making slides and everything for the dissection purposes. So boys, they say, girls, you go and get your way, So, okay, what's wrong in that? Why we should beg them for the plants and collection of plants, and we ourselves go and take a climb on a wall and jump on the other side. So that and all we will do, but not bunking the class because science students, we're always very studious. If it is art side, something is different.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I get that, ma'am. And I could visualize you jumping over the wall now. Now, ma'am, when you were as a student, now you're a faculty member, you're connected with inspiring students now.
Yeah.
You're leading the students. When you were a student, who you considered as an inspiration amongst your teachers and sirs?
Yeah, all my teachers, especially initially, I just want to say thanks to my parents, because unless my parents' support, I couldn't. So I thank my parent and all my teachers, from the KG teacher till my PhD guide, Dr. Devasakam Selvakumasa, all are my inspiration. They train me, they find the positivity within, and then they understand the capacity of myself, and they hold me and drag me to reach the destiny. Okay. So like that, all from the KG till PG of that is a post, that is doctorate. All my teachers are the very inspirational and motivational teachers. Instead of me, they understand myself more and more. They understand myself, my caliber, potential. They realized well, so they pulled me in such a way. Okay. One of my third standard teacher only identify my oratorical that is extempore nature, and then she made me to take a stage in my third standard. Till then, still I'm performing on the stage shows, Pattimandram, Karutharangam, whatever debate, or on both school days, college days, after post graduation. And now I'm comparing and doing n number of shows, that because credit goes to my third standard Santa Miss. So n number of teachers, not even one or two. Okay, they identify, teachers identify my talent. So that's why I'm in a place. I said, no, one ma'am cursed. Maybe she identified my school, class management, right? Or else controlling over there. And then some kind she may observe. So that's why she cursed or blessed. That's why. Initially I thought of it's cursing, but now I realize that's a blessing. Because unless otherwise she blessed me like this, I won't be.
Yes, yes, dear. Ma'am, maybe know the name of your third class teacher?
Yes, Miss Santa. Her name is Shanta.
Yes.
Still, I remember my KG teacher, Chakku Boy, till KG to PhD teachers. I know. And one of my favorite teacher in my PG, Vivekanandan, OSV, we call us, such a fabulous personality and teaching trait, also highly good and command over the subject and knowledge and class management. Pakka person like. So n number of teachers are there.
Yes. That's wonderful, ma'am. That's great. And now, ma'am, I'd like to ask you this question. What are your thoughts on love? How would you define love? Anubhav.
Love is unconditioned. People are thinking that love is between only the two person, male and female. No, it's from each and every stage we have love. We are loving, we can love nature, pets, books, even I love you. So that doesn't mean love is in between two persons. So we have, in the language of English, we mean that love is only for love. In Tamil or Sanskrit or Hindi, the love between mother and child, Vatsalya, Thai Pasam, Vatsalya. The love between husband and wife, again, love, Anbu, Kadal. Okay. The love between teacher and student, love, bhakti, or that the respect. And then the love between human to God, again, it's a love. So it's a bhakti. So it's various terms and terminologies are there. But in the language of English, we have only the word, four-letter word, love. So people are misunderstood. This love means only between boys and girls. No, not like that. Love. We can love everything, everything. So why don't you love ourselves? Self-love. Now the recent thing is, based on the resilience and mindfulness, we need to love ourselves. Don't expect love from other side. Love yourself. Love within. So love. So I'm loving. I am a lovable person. I love myself and I love you.
Yes, dear. That's wonderful, ma'am. I really like the way you shared your thoughts and use with regard to love. You say it's unconditional, and you ended up with love yourself. Until you love yourself, then you can't love others properly. That's really
You're not loving yourself, and then how can you expect others to love you? Don't expect.
very true. Now, ma'am, you've been in the educational department for more than 20 years. Yes, you've been a student yourself, and now you're a faculty member. Now you're the vice principal as well, and a professor. You play different roles. Have you observed something called as bullying in schools and colleges?
It's there. We couldn't say no, like no, it's there. But we supposed to teach them in a right way. Okay, so usually our children with special needs, they always face some kind of bullying. We must teach the students in the right way. Make them to perceive the things in the right way. That is the role of the teacher. Instead of stop saying bullying, instead of why you are bullying them, what kind of a problems they are facing. So each and every day is a challenging one for them. Why don't you realize their own difficulties? So we must teach, not in a sympathetic way. We must make them to realize and empathize. We must empathize the students, both children with special needs as well as and sometimes during the adolescent stage, the gender difference may also, we observe some kind of a gender differences on a third gender. Then that adolescent stage only, they take a transition from male to female, so those children also get affected because of the bullying. The other students, especially parents, and some of the parents taught in a wrong way to their respective wards. Don't be with the children, so they are like this, like some kind of negativeness. We, as a science teacher, we explain the fact behind this, the formation of, that is a transition of sexual transition, and what kind of a problem they are facing, and everything we must teach. It takes time. So that will not change, will not come in within a week or something. It takes change. But we teachers, we have to explain everything with a fact, and what kind of concepts behind this kind of bullying. So if we explain a right way, really students will accept. So if you're just simple say, don't call them, don't bully them, they won't. We must go with the right reason.
Yes. And mostly we find this bullying and ragging going on in engineering colleges.
It's there, but we must take it in a right way. Environment, give a right platform to mix up both the seniors and juniors, and then they share their views and everything. So that's there in the organizational setups. We, the teachers, we have to take initiative to create a conducive environment in the presence of teachers. Then
Yes.
it is fine.
Yes, dear ma'am. Yes, dear. That's wonderful, ma'am. That's wonderful. Now, dear ma'am, I'd like to ask you, apart from the professional space, we'll talk about you as a mother. You're a wonderful mother as well. How do you balance this private life and your professional life, that work-life balance? How do you maintain that?
See, I have only one son, not that much, and only one son. But initially, I struggle a lot. When I was in Sathyabama, it's a university, so that level of pressure, the work pressure also high. We learned such a way, we trained in a such a way. That's why still we are in various colleges. With that exposure only, with the exposure and experience, what I gained in the Sathyabama only, I am, serving in other institutions. So in those days, my kid was in the 4th and 5th standard. So such a lot of, as a mother, I felt, some kind of challenges. It's not a problems, I always say. It's a challenges for me. One of my friend, she helps me a lot. Okay. So, and slowly, I made him to understand, yes, as a mother, I just want to, if I want to give a right thing, everything in a right way, so I have to go for I have to take a profession. So in what way, I need to satisfy you. I sit and talk with my son. That's at first. And later, sometime, when he was in 11th and 12th standard, he had some issues in school, psychological issues. So at that time, I quit my job. I said, as a mother, I just want to be with you. In certain times, as a mother, we just want to be with our children. So all the degrees, all the professions, or one of the feather in our crown. But the real core, the motherhood is, apart from everything, this is the basic one. Whoever says either motherhood is like this, but I didn't say. Motherhood is the prime role. Unless otherwise, if you're no, if you're not be a successful mother, you couldn't be successful. And sometimes I learn many things from my son. And he used to ask me, Ma, when you enter to the house, just enter like my mom. So don't be a professor. So you always having that quality of professor, teacher, what is what is that, either finish the homework, either this, that. So just be like a mom. These all things made me, and he somehow he was in a position of a teacher. He nurtured me as a mom. So now uh, I'm equally balancing both my work life as well as the personal life and my own personal life also. Balancing between my own personal and my personal space as well as the home. That is a work-life balance. So it's in our hand. We must we just think the prioritize for which time, for which purpose, and which one we have to prioritize based on the prioritizing, and based on the time division. Time management is mandatory one for us. Then we can, and then we have to spare some time only for us. Just spend time, quality time for us to improve ourselves, improve our caliber. That is also. So that is only 24 hours clock. So we have to find our own time for everything, balancing between.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I like this. When you said, when you come home, not a professor, you're a mom. I love this. Yes, that's wonderful. And yes, being a mother and taking care of children is one of the best gifts that we've ever received as women. And that's really nice. You should really play a mother's role completely, more than 100%. I mean, that's my personal opinion. Yes, dear. Now, dear ma'am, we'll talk about movies. Apart from all the education and, the qualifications that you've achieved, such a lot. I didn't read it out, I didn't share it, but you've achieved so many. Apart from giving time to studies, apart from giving time to teach others, and apart from all that you're connected with now, have you taken out some time for movies and like enjoyed a few good movies?
I said no. Personal space and personal time only for me. So
Yeah.
I watch movies, both Tamil, English, Hindi, international movies, whatever, it's a old movie, new movie. And I observe the psychological concept, sometimes the forensic science, and like other science-based concept behind this, the crime-based concepts, and I discuss with my students also. Some concepts be related to the media is also that is a big picture, we call it as. This is also one of a teaching learning mode. So through this also we can take few things to the classroom and we discuss, and it acts as a teaching devices. We call it as a TLM or media. So here the big media, the big picture also act as a teaching learning material for us. So as a teacher, as a social activist, we must think either which is the right one or the wrong one. How can you say it is the right one or wrong one? Unless otherwise you exposure to the media, you're not supposed to say it is wrong or right. So I used to watch. I spared some time and I watch films. I do critics during my school days. I think from my 11th standard till the PG completion, I served as a part-time amateur programmer in All India Radio Chennai. As a in those days, I used to go for film critics. In my school days and college days itself, I served as a film critic also. So I used to watch films.
Your favorite movie, ma'am?
not like any specific things, but one movie, Tare Zameen Par, that I like most. How a teacher, how the special teacher to accept the child and accommodate, and each and every child is unique, and they have their own passionating world. Especially in that film, they highlighted the children with special needs in that artistic child. That's a high opener film for many of the teachers and many of the parents. Okay, these children are educable, these children are able to join in a same, that is an inclusive school, what's a general school. They also have a right to learn, they also have some unique facilities, and n number of things that film projected out. So educational wise, I like that film. And my personal side, my spouse usually like one film, Nidal Nijamagirathu. That is a Balachandra's film. Two heroine subject. One heroine character is 75% that character heroine character depicted me. So my spouse always watching that film. Literally it's like you. That heroine is like you. How she's behaving, and the song also, he always, when he wants to critiques me and making me to irritate, he sing the song from that film. So these two films I love. One is Tare Zameen Par, and the other one Nilal Ondru Nijamagirathu.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing. That's really very nice. Thank you. Now, dear ma'am, have you left Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and gone to different states on a trip?
Yeah, I'm passionate towards travel. I love travel. Nation wise, international wise. Almost in India, except two states, one in Assam, one in Gujarat. I travel almost all the states of India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Travel with my mother-in-law. That is the second thing. So with my mother-in-law, that is I travel from Tamil Nadu, that is Kanyakumari to Kashmir, and then the overseas Dubai, Qatar, and Middle East countries. And then here, what's it? Singapore, Malaysia, and even I had a visit one time. I visit to Australia, Perth, and Sydney.
Yes, I would love to also do that. I want to visit all the states of India. Yes, dear, that's my dream too. Yes, dear. That's wonderful. Now, dear ma'am, how you want people to remember you? How they should remember Nalini, ma'am?
Not just Nalini. Nalini is a passionate teacher. So that's more than enough. Teacher is not a profession or not a job or something else beyond that. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara. Teacher, in Indian scenario, teacher is equalized to the guru, the one who shows the destiny, that is the goddess and something else. So teacher, that's more than enough.
Yes, dear. Now, one question, ma'am. Being a faculty member, being a teacher, being connected with students, did you ever come across any student who came up to you and shared something personal? This is what is happening in my life, or I am being abused by somebody, or this is what is my family situation, or maybe somebody in the college itself or school is hurting me, abusing me. Did they come up to you, trust you, and come and share with you? Have you had any experience
Yes.
like that?
But yes, many situations, in many times, and many institutions, and many times I had this kind of experiences. But I don't want to share. People, it is from the poor socioeconomic status. They we with the management support, we support them for the fees concession and the other hostel facilities, that and all. But in some personal thing, as a counselor, as a psychologist, we sit and analyze with the college or university counselor, and then we'll come out with positive ideas. And then we taken these issues to the parents, and we counsel them, and at last the thing end up with the right way. We need to go with a follow-up also. But this kind of situations we had. And then we belong to the teacher education community, and girls with married girls, obviously they have some marital issues, and girls in the pregnancy state also, they come for a class. So we need to counsel them how to take up their own personal health and then the teaching also. So some they don't know how to balance the life between the education as a student as well as the family life. So some conflicts will be there in their family with the spouse, and then mother-in-law issues always. We need to counsel them in a right way. That's that.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Thank you. As you mentioned, there were married students, students who are expecting their babies to attend college, and then you'll have to guide them. You're connected with postgraduate students, undergraduate students as well. Yes, dear. Now, dear ma'am, what is it that you love about Nalini?
Self-love, and I love myself. That's it. I love myself. Nalini is a unique person. No other person, no other blueprint in the world like Nalini. One and only Nalini. So I love myself as a mother, as a teacher, as a wife, uh, and then good friend of many. I have n number of friends. I have a small, that is a 1 year old, 2 years old friends to 70 to 85 years old friends in my friends list. So this I balance both children's and toddlers as well as adult as well as I won't say them as a old people. Only the number. Age is just a number. Just see them as a person, see them as a soul, see them as a human being. And then I love nature, pets also. Like how I am treating the person, the same way I have a love with pets. Language is not at all a barrier. Just facial gesture is enough. So either to observe the people, they are in emergency or they are in the crisis, just observe them in the facial gesture. If they are hesitate to speak, they Europeans always find the race difference. Indians and Europeans so whatever may be the race, you just go and approach. This is the culture we brought. The culture, the education taught us. You take a step and go and speak something. So make them to understand. Try to help. So connecting people and people, respect people and accept people, whoever it is, whatever it is, accept, respect without anything judgmental. We're supposed to be a non-judgmental.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing that beautiful experience that you had and how you give importance to bonding, to networking with people, irrespective of caste, class, creed, color, and nationality as well. That's wonderful. I really appreciate that. Now, ma'am, you've been through a lot of experiences. You've shared space with all kinds of age groups and different genders as well. You've also mentioned how third gender could be protected by giving proper counseling to the others, not to bully them, not to harass them, and all of that. Now, ma'am, is there something that makes you angry when you look at something? As you said, you're a people's observer. You observe people very keenly, their facial expression. You would like to reach out and help them. But at the same time, I'd like to ask you, have you seen people behaving in a rude fashion or people behaving badly or being manipulators? And did that anger you? Or what makes you angry? In a very simple way, I put it.
I won't speak. I just do the action. If anything happens, yeah. So only a hand only speaks. So initially, I'll observe. If anything is wrong, surely I'll come and I raise my voice. Either the thing has been done by girls or boys, whoever it is. Sometimes girls also bullying boys. Have you heard? So we are thinking that only boys are bullying girls. No, girls also bullying and harassing boys. Boys also suffer slap. So in city bus sometimes, not now, but sometimes it happens. In the name of boys, college boys, some other outsiders, trespassers, they doing all these misbehaving things. The girls, those are standing and doing this. So we just raise the voice. If you're seeing something, if it is negative to the thing, you just raise the voice. People will come with. Don't stop. Don't worry and don't get fear. So raise your voice. Just, I used to teach my girls also, girls or boys, whoever it is. If you're seeing the thing is wrong, just raise your voice and then see. People will come and stand for you. So don't get fear. We all, generally we have a hormone, adrenal, now fight, fright, and flight. You just don't get fear. Just start protect yourself. Protecting not only for yourself as well as raise voice for others, voiceless. Just raise voice for the voiceless. Again, they'll become. So we have to.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. That's really nice, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We'd like you to share a favorite quotation now, a favorite proverb of yours, either in Tamil or English.
Uh, I immediately I didn't get anything. Bharati's
Tirukkural,
நிமிர்ந்த
Bharati ma'am.
நன்னடையும் நேர்கொண்ட பார்வையும் நிமிர்ந்த நன்னடையும் நேர்கொண்ட பார்வையும் that is the புதுமை பெண்கள். புதுமை பெண்கள் means the 21st century girls, how to be. Bharati exhibits in his sayings in 20th century itself, how a girl should be. So pudumai means it's not in the dress wise, and the attitude is the one, how you should be. See the thing in a right way. Nerkonda parvai, see them, stand straight, walk straight, and you have a right to read and empower yourself and take a pride walk. So that is the real women, that is the feminine. Okay, he always pointing out the pride, how the pride feminine to be, like a புதுமை பெண்கள். So I love that quote. நிமிர்ந்த நன்னடையும் நேர் கொண்ட பார்வையும் நிலத்திலே யாருக்கும் அஞ்சாத something like.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing, ma'am. We'll take a 5-minute break and we'll be back again. Yes, dear.
Yes.
Dear friends, we'll take a small break for 5 minutes and be back. This is part 1. We'll be connected with you in part 2 as well. Ma'am has been sharing so many different things with regard to various things that has happened in her life and how she's carrying her life forward bravely and being the bullet journey of this generation and, facing all of the ups and downs in her life. So join us, friends, in part 2 as well. For now, we'll sign off from the International Fabtalks. If you like what we are doing, stay connected and bond with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share this video such that other people could be inspired, those who are from the teaching profession, students, etc. Keep smiling and keep shining. And don't forget to love your family and don't forget to love yourself. Stay safe.